One of the questions I've been asked a lot is, should you start a business with friends and family? So the way I would preface this is saying it's risky business for sure. When you're starting with friends and family, you've got a high stakes relationship. If you've followed Trainual at all, you know that my brother Jonathan is our CMO, and so I've got some experience with this, and I'm also a partner in a business, Design Pickle, with my best friend Russ Perry. So I've personally done this myself, but I've got some great advice that you can follow if you're looking to get into business with your family or your friends. So first of all, if you're doing it out of convenience, if you're sitting around the dinner table one night and saying, you know what, it would be great if we all had a business, then I would say definitely it's a bad idea. You don't want to start with family and friends out of convenience, because there's probably a lot you haven't thought through, and you probably haven't decided who has the skill sets, who's going to bring what to the table, and that it's going to be an equal distribution of this person brings this person brings this. So the first piece of advice I would say is make sure you know exactly who's bringing what to the table. So when I started my first company, it was a video production company. I started with a good friend of mine in high school, and we went 50-50. Worst idea ever. Because what happened is that he did the camera work, and I did the editing, the sales, the marketing, the packaging, the distribution, and quickly it fell out of balance, and that caused us to clash. So if you're starting just out of convenience, that's a bad place to start from. If you're starting because you know exactly who's bringing what to the table, and you say, hey, you know what, you're doing this for this company and you're amazing at it, and I'm doing this for this company and I'm amazing at it, and if we combined our forces, we could make something that's just incredible. If that's the case, then that's fine. Next thing, make sure that up front, before you even start, you have the breakup discussion. So what happens if this doesn't work out? I've done that now at the last couple businesses, and I can say having an operating agreement when you first get started about, you know, how you end or terminate a relationship is super important to agree to up front. So don't get years and years down the path and then have that hard discussion. Have it up front. And also, along the same terms, you should know who's in charge. So at Trainual, I am the majority stakeholder. I am 100% in charge. And with any kind of family, friends, partnership, you need to know who is 100% in charge, because it can't be an even playing field when it comes to your maybe it is with your shares, but it can't be with your control. So know definitely who's in charge. So I guess just as a recap, should you do it up front? If you've got the skill set that matches and it's not out of convenience, that's test one. Test two is, can you come up with an operating agreement up front so you know what's going to happen if this ends poorly? Let's iron out the details of that up front. And then number three, you should always know who is in charge, who makes the decisions, so that if you're ever at odds, there's no question, no argument down the road with that. And I think if you do those three things, then you can successfully be in business with friends or family. It's just a high stakes relationship, so be careful.